If you'd like to exchange your Magic Online cards for event tickets while logged in on Magic Online, you can do so by trading Mtgo Academy's official bot, Academy Buy Bot. You can find it in the Magic Online trading area or add it to your buddy list.
Alright, it's the first round of our daily event. We've lost a dice roll, we're on the draw. This hand's fine. We got some pump spells, even a free one with mutagenic growth, and a 1-drop. A couple other creatures, which we don't want to draw too many of those, especially if we can protect the one. We only have one land, but if we draw another land, we're in perfect shape. Even then, we could be fine. So we're not going to mulligan. So this deck's kind of all in. So you tend to keep hands that are a little sketchy. Ink Moth. So it's either the Mirror, which I don't... Yeah, or Affinity. Okay. So we did draw a land. We'll play our Glistener Elf. So there's not much they can do. Some have Galvanic Blasts. Some actually don't game one. So they can try to race, but we can kill them pretty quickly. And like Vault Scourge having lifelink is totally irrelevant. Kind of unfortunate as this Ink Moth because it can actually trade with Glistener Elf. Alright, that's not what he's doing. Okay, Ornithopter. He can also poison us out by putting the Cranial on here, but that's probably not going to happen. We're going to put Rancor on our Glistener Elf. We've drawn 2 lands, which is good. We want to do that, but we've also kind of want to draw pump spells. That's how we're going to kill them. As of right now, we can't actually animate and equip Ink Moth. He needs another land. There's no recent giant growth yet. Usually I do that if I have like a clump of pump spells in my hand, but I don't yet. Because like if I need a giant growth now, then giant growth again next turn. Vault Scourge, okay. So we're not getting attacked with the Ink Moth. So we can equip one of those, alright. Attacking us for 5, essentially 6. No third land. So we definitely play it, because we probably could play another 1-drop. Alright. So, let's see. If he triple blocks, we give our guy plus 4, 7, 8, 9. It's 12. It takes 3. Yeah, so he's dead. So go ahead and to attack. Yeah, Rancor is pretty sweet in this deck. It's definitely a necessity. Like, if we didn't have Rancor, you'd have infinite chump blockers. Just we'll keep the game going long enough, and we'll never get through. So I like to not play all my pump spells. I don't need overkill. So he's taking 5 right now. He's taking 8. So that's enough. And like, it's pretty obvious that I'm playing mutagenic growth, but if I don't show it to them, they might not think about it. Alright, so we won that game on turn 3. Okay, let's go to sideboarding. So Affinity, we just want to bring in all the artifact removal. So we want Nature's Claims and Creeping Corrosion. Take out the Dismembers, it's just a little worse version of Nature's Claim. So what do we want to take out? So I'm okay to take out maybe like 1 or 2 creatures. Apostle's Blessings seem they're pretty worse in this matchup just because they don't have that many removal spells. Like, they could have Galvanic Blast, but we have also still have 4 Vines of Asswood, which play as Apostle's Blessings. So I'm actually going to take out 3 of those. Leave 1, and I could bring the Dismember instead. I think the Blessing... Alright, we'll leave the Blessing, and we'll try this out. So we're on the draw again. I forgot we're on the draw the first game. That's pretty sweet. This is definitely a deck you want to be on the play with. No, we're not going to mulligan. Our creature this time is Ink Moth. Just kind of awkward. But we do have 3 lands, so we don't miss land drops, and we can at least get in there. Mox Opal, which doesn't do anything yet from our opponents. Springleaf Drum, and no creatures, and no Metalcraft. So we'll play Ink Moth first, because we're probably going to attack with it next turn. Vault Scourge, okay. So basic mounting means he does have Galvanic Blast somewhere in his list. Ravager, okay. So he was representing Galvanic Blast because of the Springleaf Drum. But we could actually play around that, because we drew a second mutagenic growth. So we're just going to attack. He's probably going to block, we're going to pump. He's probably going to eat this. Well, he has Galvanic Blast. Spell Pierce. Okay, so we're just going to pump again. That's another common card that they play. So he's probably going to sack here. Unfortunately, we don't have Trample yet, so he's not going to take any damage. But he's left with a Ravager and Inkmoth. And so he's probably going to leave this Inkmoth back to block, and we can't really attack it until we draw like an answer to it, probably. Or another creature. Is he moving all the things onto the Vault Scourge? All the counters? I'll be happy if he does that. That seems really good for us. Because we're going to deal -1/-1 counters to it instead of just normal damage. And I don't know why he'd sacrifice Drum if he's not doing that. So our guy's only a 3/3. So they'd trade right now, but that leaves him with nothing. Just an Inkmoth Nexus and a Mountain. So we'd sacrifice one more thing, the Opal. And then the Vault Scourge would be a 4/4, but then be a 1/1 again. I'd obviously kill our Nexus, and we're a little behind. We need to draw a creature. But I'm okay with this line so far. So our opponent is thinking about whether or not it's worth it. Let him think for a second. Okay, so he just decided to make the Ravager a 3/3. He was initially going to put them on the Vault Scourge, but obviously wasn't that good for him. So we still have our Nexus. And if he taps off his Nexus, we get to attack again with it. And that's not what he's doing. Okay, sweet. So I think we're on a Groundswell. Okay. Oh, another Mox Opal, okay. Ooh, so it can actually kill us with this Inkmoth Nexus if he goes all in on it. Like, theoretically he can do it. We can definitely block and pump. 6. Yep, so he's doing it. So we're taking 7 poison. Alright, so what we're going to do is animate Inkmoth, block, like Groundswell, give it +2/+2. And then hopefully you can draw Nature's Claim. So if we ever draw Nature's Claim, we're in great shape. Steel Overseer, okay. We might be able to just steal a win out of nowhere. So we have another Groundswell. So if we animate Inkmoth, attack, puts them to 1, and the next turn we can animate, attack for 1, 5, 6, 7. Doesn't quite do it. So if we do attack for 1, we can't pump it this turn. So next turn though we can pump it 4, 8, 9. Well, because we need all our lands. We need the triple green to do that and want to animate it. So we need like a mutagenic growth. We need the third one to do that. I don't think we can. We're just gonna pass the turn back. Or Groundswell would also get us there because of the Rancor. Still not attacking from our opponent, which is good. Gives us time. That means you can still block. Ooh, that was a good draw. So we're actually just going to go for it now. We're just going to start getting in there. Let's animate this Inkmoth. attack to see if he goes to block. He doesn't. So we're gonna groundswell it now, just in case we miss our land drop next turn. We won't have the opportunity to do that again. So it puts him at 5. We just need to survive this next turn, and we get it. If he animates and then pumps Steel Overseer now, I'm just going to kill the Ink Moth so he doesn't have the mana on his turn. Ancient Grudge, okay. So we get to just cast this, give it can't be targeted by your opponent's spells. Pumps his guys, pass turn back. And I think we should be fine. He has no cards in hand. If he draws a green source, it's the same, it doesn't matter. Actually, it does, because we can't just preemptive vines. So a green source would be pretty good for him. It would give us give him at least one more turn. He can't play Spell Pierce now. Like some good draws from our Vault Scourge gives him time to block. Actually, the Rancor and the Vines of Ass would actually get through that pretty easily. He might just have to go for it and hope we have nothing, but obviously the way we played would dictate that we do have something, because there's turns where we didn't do anything and then we decided to go in with that attack. So he is attacking, and we're just going to Nature's Claim this. And that's game. Third Ink Moth. Can't think of anything he could have. I guess he could have Gut Shot, would be pretty punishing, but I doubt he has that. Attack for 5. And we won. Awesome. So we beat a real deck, we beat Affinity, and we're starting off with 1-0.